Hello everyone, it's Mish here. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you stop by again. And for those of you who keep returning, I thank you so much and welcome back. Today is another day in the Margarete Miller Collage Challenge 2024. We are at week 35 now. Gosh, hard to believe. We're heading into the fall. I can feel it in the air, and I do get these little twinges of excitement as September is usually my favorite month. I just love the fall and the pumpkins and everything about fall, really, the changing of the leaves. If you are new, I have all of my pages so far in my playlist, Margarete Miller 2024. So I'd love for you to check them out and leave me a comment, give me a like if you like them. But we are going to move on now to week 35. The prompts in this week, I'm going to try to keep in frame, is an illustration from a children's book, a hexagon, brown or kraft paper, the name of a favorite tea, a string of numbers, and the bonus is a fragrant item from your surroundings. So don't really think I'm going to be using the hexagon, but I've got all the other ones. So I'm going to start just by getting down my background. I do like to use in this book more runner tape just because I don't really want a lot of the liquid. I could use glue stick, but I don't really get on with glue stick that well, and it was very evident. I've just come back from holiday, so I'm back, and I will be posting a couple videos soon on my journaling, my junk journaling, and flip through. I did spend quite a bit of time on every day, not quite a bit of time, but the downtime in the afternoon and evenings before we got out and about again. I did spend time working in my journal. So I did leave a little space there for my prompt to go. And the fragrant thing from my surroundings is rosemary. So I do have rosemary growing in a little planter right outside my window. So occasionally when the wind is blowing, I can smell it a bit. But I love going out and running my hand kind of down along it and just getting the oils onto my fingers. Basil is another one that I have in my garden too. And basil is actually, I was looking for an illustration on basil, and these come from the Herbal Quarterlies. I actually picked them up at a thrift store and I absolutely love them. They're out of print now. And when it said a fragrant item for your surrounding, I have basil right next to the rosemary, and basil is actually my favorite herb, my go-to for cooking. Not necessarily drinking it, but I absolutely love it. So I might have changed my view of this a bit, and I just hate covering that over, but I could have scanned it, I suppose, but it's hidden now. So rosemary is the fragrant one that I am going to do today. So then the brown paper, I'm just going to use various bits of brown paper. This is one of my tea-stained ones, and it is beige, but there is kind of a darker, almost a brown to it in the background. So the name of a favorite tea is green tea. So I'm just going to get that down. I do like green tea. I used to be a really avid got my words there a minute. Tea drinker, but I'm kind of more into coffee now. I am drinking decaf though, but to me there's not a lot of difference, except the regular caffeine tends to sometimes give me heart palpitations and keeps me up at night. But so my illustration from a children's book. Now I'm going to use a really cute little image, which we'll get down in a second. I'm not sure what kind of paper. I'm not sure what kind of paper this is. The tape doesn't really seem to want to stick too well to it. So the illustration that I'm going to use is Benjamin Bunny. It is from the Beatrix Potter books. When I go to the thrift store, I usually pick these up for about $1, and I've got multiples of the different ones. So I'm just going to use Mr. Benjamin Rabbit because I think he's so sweet, and he'll go right well with this collage. So let's get him down. And the story here is that Mama Rabbit isn't feeling well. So she sent Benjamin out to get some herbs for her to make her tea. Her favorite is the mint tea. But he's sitting a little bit confused because he's not really sure which is the mint tea. So he's sitting there a little bit perplexed. And Mama also gave him the recipe for the mint tea, which is 2 cups filtered water, filtered through the rocks in the stream, 15 fresh mint leaves, it can be peppermint or spearmint, 1 to 2 teaspoons of sugar or honey. So he also has to find Pooh Bear so that Pooh Bear can give him a little bit of honey because they're out. 2 lemon slices, and that's optional, and some fresh lemon juice. So he's also going to go and see if he can find the lemon verbena because he doesn't have a way to get some lemon. And then that's going to be the recipe for Mama's mint tea. Just trying to figure out my placement here. I did have this little hexagon, but I wasn't sure if that would, maybe something like that might be a start. So let me get this back down. And this piece of brown paper just came from, I get National Geographic, and it's wrapped in brown paper. So I tend to save the papers. And I'm looking at my spacing top and bottom, and then making sure I've got room on the other side. I think that's good. And all these images, except for Benjamin, should we call him Benny Bunny? Or Ben's? Alright, so I think I like that, a little bit like that. So this is a sticker, and I actually printed this on my Foamimo, which is a little hand printer, and I took it on holiday. And Bobby, I was printing this, I had this stuff in the scrapbook because I was showing him the scrapbook, and he's like, how did you get that? And I said, especially like there was a picture there, where'd you get that picture? And I said, I took it. He said, took it? With what? And I said, well, with my camera. No, he said, how did you get it in the book? I said, well, I printed it. And he said, how? And I showed him my little HP printer. Well, it almost blew his mind that there could be a printer that small. So here's the cup of tea that Mama is dreaming about. And I'm going to put that down. But before I do, I think I'm going to do a little stamping. And I also had this little string of numbers that I had thought about putting down there. But I'm thinking that I might put it right there in the bottom corner. I'm thinking that might go there. But I also have a couple things, so I thought I would do a little bit of stamping. The other thing that I had, though, before I do some stamping, is I actually have a little rosemary, and I'm thinking I'm kind of liking that better than that hexagon. And I don't even think I like that it through the hexagon. So there's that, or there's that. And I could stamp some numbers on that. I'm thinking I like the sticker better. So let's get that down. And I love the clear stickers. When we were on holiday, I found some butterfly clear stickers. Yeah. I like that because it's kind of, I don't know. But this one here, I'm thinking, what if I cut that like down there? So when I got home, we got home the day before yesterday. I was so anxious, not anxious like as in stressed, but anxious as in happy anxious, to get back to do, because that's a 7. I think I'm good with that. To do more, finish up my junk journal. And what did I do yesterday? I slept almost all day, and I'm not a napper. I'm one that gets up at 5. Kind of like how that goes. Just trying to look in the camera to see about placement. I don't really think it matters, but I'd like to see that number 8 shining through. I mean, not shining, poking through. I think I'm happy like that, but I'll wait on that for a minute. Yeah, so I'm not a napper. So the fact that I came home and had this napped all day shows you that I was really tired. I had made this little washi sampler to take in my junk journal, which I did use quite a bit, but I'm thinking, as it was kind of sitting here on my desk for me to put away, that I might use some washi as well. I also have this little daisy, and I think that this would go good over here with Benjamin. It's visiting Benjamin. That's so cute. Okay. Actually, he's talking to the butterfly, because butterflies know a lot about herbs and plants. So he's asking the butterfly, Mr. Butterfly, where is the mint? And Mr. Butterfly is going to tell him. So I also took these little stickers on holiday, and I'm kind of thinking that I like the look of that. You can't really see it that well in the camera, but I like it. I'm going to put that kind of there, which I like, and then that means I got just this little piece here, so maybe I'll just tack it on down there. And then I wanted something to go along here, which could be some flowers. It could be a little daisy up there, might look cute. But then what about doing some stamping there? Because I pulled out these stamps, which has numbers, and I have this one here, which was from a creative studio, and there's a bunch of numbers there. But I'm not exactly sure. I think I'll put, it says a string of numbers, yeah, so I think I'll put these ones down because I do like, and that kind of grounds Benjamin there. And I'm going to use just a little bit of glue on this. It's going to be hard to use anything else. I could use a dot runner, but I don't have it. It's over in my drawer, so. And I'm basically just wanting to get so that it doesn't catch on. Oh, it doesn't catch on the other pages. I tell you, my arthritis has flared up, and I'm just dropping everything. Okay, so I'm kind of thinking that would look good. Maybe a little bit more this way. Try to get it straight. Yeah, our vacation was great. I'll be telling more about it in my next video with my junk journal. But we had a blast. Right. And the weather this morning is absolutely fabulous. It's cooler, but I'm not complaining about that, that's for sure. What about, could put a little something across there, but I'm kind of liking how that's looking. I think I'll put that daisy there. It just seems to go right there. Okay, and then I could underline that too. There's a lot more I could do with it, but I'm kind of happy today with how that's looked. And again, I was thinking of doing some stamping, and I'm just trying to imagine it in my mind. But I didn't really do stamping on this side. So I think I'm finished. I think that was just cheap and cheerful there today. So we've got everything in illustration. We've got our brown paper, the name of a tea, well, mint tea or green tea, some string of numbers, and something fragrant from your surrounding is my rosemary. So thank you so much for joining me this morning, today, whenever you're watching this. I'm actually filming it in the morning. If you did like it, I'd love a like and subscribe if you like my channel. But until next time, I do hope you stay safe and well. I hope that you are, able to deal with the challenges that are coming your way. And I am sending positive energy to those of you that I know that are struggling. And just thank you so much for those that are, constantly leaving their comments and stuff. It does mean a lot. There are a lot of comments I haven't been able to reply to yet because we've been away and I haven't really had a lot of access. So I am going to try to work through those this week. This week being August. Today is August the 24th. So this will go out tomorrow, Sunday, August the 25th. And yeah, so until next time, bye for now.